We're with Stephen and Natasha Pace, and we just celebrated our friend-iversary.
Yes, we did.
About a year ago, we met on Lake Martin, and my life has never been the same.
Ours either, Paige.
All right, so tell everybody how we met and what in the world brought y'all to Lake Martin.
Okay. Well, the funny story about how we met, we got to, Steve and I actually family mooned on Lake Martin.
And what is a family moon?
We are a blended family. We've been married 3 years, and in order to start off on the right foot, we brought the kids and all with us for our honeymoon. So we rented on Lake Martin, and I fell in love. That was my first trip ever to Lake Martin. So he made it a really great experience for the whole family, and of course I fell in love, and that was it. So we started talking about purchasing a home because we stay here a lot. We have rented a lot on Lake Martin. So we were actually looking at some rentals and looking at some different places for sale, and we love to take the boat around and look at places from the water. And just happened on the one we really liked, and we had no idea, but Paige was there. And so she came down to the dock, and we actually met, and we had been fans of Love Lake Martin. So we got to
meet the celebrity.
It's a celebrity that day.
Well, we got tickled, and then we were just sort of stuck.
And it just really exploded from that point. We started looking at some homes with you, and Paige knew really it took maybe 1 or 2 houses, and that was it. You knew what we were looking for. So she tried to get us in places, and when we came to this place the first time, I remember I had another place in mind. I'd already made my heart set on that other place, but when we came here, it was just almost like walking around and feeling the place for the first time. And then when we shut the door, I was like, that's more than what I thought. There was something to it. So we actually came back, called her, and said, we want to see it again. Came back, and then the third time was the kicker.
Yeah. Now, you had a special order for the third time that you came. What was your special order that I was supposed to get for you?
The sunset. We weren't going to do anything till we saw the sunset. That was a big deal because it's should have a sunset view the way it was oriented, but we hadn't been here during that time, so we set that up, and Paige put on a show that day. She had some pull to have a sunset like that.
We walked around the corner, and I knew that was it.
It was pretty special. One of the best things about looking this time of year in the fall, in the winter, is the sunsets really are. I mean, they are just bold and big, and you can see they have a very long western-facing view. And before we get to the sunset, you have the beautiful view of Smith Mountain. So you are a DIY genius, right?
I don't know if I'd say genius.
Yes, she is. And it is such a pleasure to show people houses that actually have vision, because for a lot of us, even being in the business as long as I have, it just is what you see is what you get, but not with you. You have turned this entire house on its toes.
Thank you.
So I want to hear about top 5 Natasha Pace DIY projects in your lake house.
Okay. Well, probably the number one top thing is we're huge Auburn fans.
Good.
My husband's an Auburn graduate, so when we came into this space, the first thing we saw was the lake, and combining the second thing, Auburn football. Okay. So lake versus Auburn ball, we had to have a big screen TV. We had to have somewhere for everybody. We both have, pretty big family. So I wanted it to be a comfortable space where they could come in, feel relaxed, but yet have the TV, have the lake right outside. We could grill, we could, cook and have ball game, family time.
Yes.
So
you really can accommodate this being a big room or small room with the swivel chairs.
Swivel chairs. You can turn it if you want to have more of a private reading stuff with the fireplace. Turn the chairs if you're in your own little zone over here.
Yes.
You want to have family time, turn them back around here, and you can spread out.
Where are we? What are we looking at?
This is the master bedroom. Actually, it's my little sanctuary. This is the place, if I'm ever stressed or anything, I can literally walk straight through that door, that one threshold, and I can take a deep breath. Love this place. when Paige brought me in, of course I was already loving the views and everything from the house, but when it's like I stepped across some of the hardwood. And I looked at my husband and I said, we are so in trouble. This is probably gonna do it for me. And of course the room was a little different situated, and I already knew, I think I even told Paige that day, I want it done totally different. Not that it was bad at all, it was beautiful, but I wanted to wake up and see that. And that's what I get to do. So just kind of took it. It was a totally different color. We took some pieces and made it ours, added some little things, and I'm completely blown away with how well it turned out. So
this is my favorite, because this room, I showed this house to several people before y'all saw it, and I had no idea what this could ever be. But you have turned it into the perfect welcome stop. So you walk straight through the door, and what have you got right here for everybody?
Found a little piece of furniture. Wasn't sure where I was going to put it in the house, but when you walk in, I wanted to have a place that they could stop and just feel like they were in a B&B or home away from home, their home while they're here. So I know it says guest book, but I love for folks, everybody gets to stay here. Leaves a little memory for us, you know, so we know a little piece of their story, who was here and everything. So, and then we also have some great friends, Paige being one of them. We have Towboat US, who we are members of before we ever got to meet folks down here. And then we also have an opportunity that folks that come in and stay, I like to promote others. And you know, if you have a positive attitude with stuff like that, it makes the world such a better place. So they share a little piece of themselves here with us with our home. It's not just us sharing the home. We feel like they're putting their little stamp on the house as well. So I made a little place for them to leave their business cards if they had anything they wanted to share, that we could just pass it along. And then I also wanted it just to be a place where I've always stayed at places, you know, a lot of times that when I come in, I'm like, where am I going to put something? You know, just drop it off and then run and load something else, or run and get the kid out of the car if it's raining, you know, vice versa. So I wanted it to just be a stopping point where you could just take, okay, we can just sit everything and use, you know, if you needed to sit down and take a break from, get grandma in, let her sit while you're unloading. That's kind of how that took place. So
it is brilliant.
Thank you.
Because you kind of have you just sort of have your family moment, and traveling is always so stressful for us. So I love that the men can just, you know, or whoever, bring in just drop
all the luggage
for a minute and pause. I love
the cooler, laundry,
grandma.
Whatever, just sit it.
Yes.
And then take it in.
She's all like, oh, I'm going to love her. This is going to be fun. So it's the details, Natasha. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You are invited to our upcoming event that we're so excited about, the inaugural first ever Taste of Lake Martin. So we're going to meet at one of my newest listings, the Red Hill Gallery in Tallahassee, Alabama. Catch some of the best local art that you'll ever find around Lake Martin. But in addition to that, we have Oliver Ross, who will be there doing a special Love Lake Martin toddy. We will have Tony Blanco's taco truck serving you tacos. We'll have Shay Donna doing makeup. We have Chelsea, you're going to love this, Natasha, doing a braid bar.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be making everybody have fun hair. And then Jasmine will be there if you're stressed out that Friday, giving massages. Fox Point Farms will be there sampling their world-renowned caramels. And what are you going to be there promoting?
Oh, the Pace Place at Lake Martin.
So y'all come and check out the gallery that's for sale. Check out a taste of all of our fun vendors that are going to be there, and talk to Natasha and Steve. Look for their Pace Place shirts about renting your slice of sunshine here at Lake Martin. Hope to see you there, October 11th from 4 to 7 p.m.